A few more words here said between the teams as they start to funnel onto the field. Big game here. It was a tight one a couple weeks ago in Tampa. Jacksonville Axemen were able to come out with the win there. Tampa Mayhem are not going to want to lose this one. Lots of league, playoff, and championship implications here. Tampa Mayhem need a win here. Jacksonville Axemen are not going to want to give it to them. Tampa Mayhem to kick off. We're going to get this one going. Nice hot Saturday. Let's see if we can get some good rugby league going. Tana Monforte with the receive to Justin Williams. Ball up. And here we go. Jacksonville Axemen, they're going to want to get this one cleared out of their own territory. Khalil Harris, big hit up. Justin Williams with another ball. Big hit up. On his stomach. Up quick, playing it fast. That's what you want. And Malcolm Webb with the ball. Offsides on Tampa. Jacksonville Axemen has the penalty here. They want to play it fast. Mason McCrory kicks it out. Now the Jacksonville Axemen, they're going to get the ball where that ball went out, and they're going to have a fresh set of 6. So for those new to the game, the offensive team has 6 tackles to play with the ball, similar to 4 downs in football, except it's a bit more fluid here. On the 6th tackle, the ball will be turned over. So oftentimes on the 5th tackle, the offensive team will kick it. And the Axemen moving the ball down the middle here. Already putting a lot of pressure on the Mayhem. Moving it out wide. Keith Messer. And a quick try for the Jacksonville Axemen. Really fast try there. They were able to draw the penalty, play it quickly, and move the ball from the left to the right side of the field, score that try. 4-0, Jacksonville Axemen.
Scored by first-year player, affectionately known as Miami. Here's from Atlanta. I don't know where that came from, but he got a score in the corner. First touch the ball. Not a big deal.
Mason McCrory. Again, those new to rugby league, wherever you score the try, which is similar to a touchdown in football, that's where you take the kick for the extra points from. So if you score it all the way on the right, like the Axemen did, you have to take that extra kick, the extra points kick, from all the way to the right of the field, and we're up.
And a tough conversion is no good.
Just off. So that brings us to a score of Jacksonville Axemen 4, Tampa Mayhem 0. In rugby league, it is, as they say, make it, take it. So the Tampa Mayhem are going to be kicking it off to the Jacksonville Axemen. Lots of history between these two teams. Jacksonville Axemen ahead early. Tampa Mayhem, they're not going to like that. Awkward kick, taken well. Tana Monforte takes it in himself. And we start the set of 6 here.
And so on board to the honors himself.
Vito Mars. Strong tackling from Tampa Mayhem there. Keith Messer. Back this year for the Jacksonville Axemen. Had a couple years off. Malcolm Webb. Big hit up the Axemen here. They're going to want to take this ball in, control the ball, maintain possession, get a good kickoff. And here comes the kick now from David Washington. Ooh, nifty one.
Recovered by Chrysler Edison, a.k.a. Miami.
Let's see how the referee calls this. Looks like that's going to be Jacksonville Axemen ball after the Tampa Mayhem player was dragged out. The referee, the sir, having a few words with the Tampa Mayhem captain, clarifying how exactly that play played out there. And we're going to have a hit up here. Nope, scrum down. And it's going to be Jacksonville's ball. Big hit up there by Khalil of the Jacksonville Axemen. Trevor James right down the middle. Still 4 tackles to work with for the Axemen here. Justin Williams. Strong runner. 1, 2, 3, 4 Tampa Mayhem players in to take that down. Looks like it is going to be a turnover. Mayhem ball. Sione of the Tampa Mayhem. Big run. Taken down well, though, by Mace McCrory. Keith Messer. Penalty there for the Tampa Mayhem. So where they kick that ball out, that's where they get to start with the ball. They're going to start with a fresh set of 6. Players here talking nicely to each other. Getting another ball in. Nothing but nice words between these two teams. Big hit there. Big contact by Tana Monforte and Mace McCrory. No play of the ball. It's going to be a turnover, Jacksonville Axemen. In rugby league, as the ball runner, after you're tackled and after the release call has been called by the referee, you have to get up, place the ball below you, and roll the ball behind you with one of your feet. If you don't do that effectively and cleanly, and keyword obviously, it's going to be a turnover to the other team. That movement again, after you've been tackled, you have to get up and perform what's called a play the ball. You stand up, place the ball on the ground, roll it behind you. You have to do it cleanly and in control, or else it could potentially be called a turnover.
As the new title sponsor, Jacksonville Axemen,
ball in. Trevor James. Again, fresh 6 here. Justin Williams. He's not messing around in his tackle. Malcolm Webb with the ball, longtime Jacksonville Axemen player. Khalil Harris with the ball. Jacksonville Axemen knocking on Tampa Mayhem's door. Tricky play there by Miss McCrory. Turnover. Tampa Mayhem ball. As this scrum gets set up, as Tampa Mayhem kicks this ball again, they're going to get this ball wherever this ball goes out of bounds. They're going to start their 6 from there. We just want to say a quick thank you. Ratified Credit Union, as the new title sponsor of the Jacksonville Axemen, fans can experience a more vibrant way to bank with easy-to-use digital banking, amazing rates, and local service that inspires you to live the life you love. Ratified Credit Union makes waves. And here we go. Tampa Mayhem with the ball. Decent field position. Rugby league is often a game of attrition. The first 10, 20 minutes, wearing each other down. Hard runs down the middle, making the defense work, wearing players down. As the game goes on, gaps open up, scoring opportunities present themselves. Tampa Mayhem pushing the ball down the middle here. Making the Jacksonville Axemen work. Looks like Jacksonville Axemen have a player down. That is Tana Monforte. Tampa Mayhem with the kick. And out of bounds. Now, those kicks there, if the kicking team is able to recover that ball, that is their ball. That ball is live for either team. Whenever that ball is in the air, either team can recover that ball. So you'll see the offensive team that's doing the kicking. They're going to try and put that ball up high and give their own players the opportunity to get beneath it. Jacksonville Axemen ball coming out of their own 20. Hard-nosed defense. Ford Setzer with the ball. Whenever the offensive players take that ball in, they're trying to find their front. They're trying to avoid getting what we call dominated in a tackle. You don't want to be rolled onto your back. It takes you longer to get back up. That gives the defense enough time to get back 10 meters where they need to be able to make an impact on the next play. So whenever you're taking that ball in, you want to get up as fast as you can, and the defensive players are going to want to lay on them and slow them down. That's why it takes a second for this ball to get back into play. And here's the kick, because that was the 5th tackle, taken well by the Tampa Mayhem. Connor, big tackle there, one-on-one. Really nice tackle, and it looks like we might have an injured player. Quick break here while this Tampa Mayhem player gets checked out. During this break, we want to say a quick shout out. JOI, Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute, keeps athletes at the top of their game no matter the game. JOI is the official orthopedic partner of the Axemen. When an Axeman gets hurt, Dr. Stephen Crenshaw and his team get them back in the game. A player off the field. He's been replaced, and we're going again here. And it's a hot day out here. We're going to see a little bit of a war of attrition. These players, these teams are going to try and wear each other out, open up those scoring opportunities. Trying to run that ball down the middle, wear down the opposing team. Strong tackle there by Justin Williams. And this is the 5th and last, so we would expect a kick out of the Tampa Mayhem here. And there it is. Taken well by the fullback Keith Messer. Gets around the wing. And he's away. And he might have a try here. And he does to Vajon Marsh. Sends it inside, right under the uprights. Try, Jacksonville Axemen.
Well done, Bashan.
Beautiful play by fullback Keith Messer coming in, stepping in. A couple injuries on the Jacksonville Axemen have opened up this starting position for Keith Messer, but don't let that confuse you. Keith Messer is a starter any day of the week, as he shows there. Keith Messer creates the space. Keith understood that the Tampa Mayhem fullback was no joke, and he was fast, and Keith knew that he was going to be caught. He started looking around. He found Vajon Marsh on his inside. Vajon Marsh followed him. Was able to receive that pass, score the try. That brings the score 8-0, Jacksonville Axemen. And now, unlike the first try, this try was scored right under the uprights. Again, wherever the try is scored in rugby league, that's where the extra points kick is taken. So Mason McCrory has a much easier kick for the extra 2 points than from that first try. Let's see if he can put this through the uprights. Right down the middle. That's going to bring the score 10-0. 10 Jacksonville Axemen, 0 Tampa Mayhem. While these teams set up, say thank you to Slover Consulting. Business owners should never negotiate their own advertising. Slover Consulting could get you 20% or more than if you did it yourself. If you're looking to grow your business, don't mess around. Talk to Slover Consulting. Drew Slover, consummate professional. And here's the kickoff. Keith Messer claims it again, sends it to Justin Williams. Potentially, no, lets it run. In rugby league, as a defender, you need to be careful. You want to avoid committing what's called a high tackle. Shoulders and above, so if you hit the opposing player in the neck or head, that's going to be a penalty. No call there. Nice run down the middle. Stout defense by Tampa here. And here comes the kick. Lots of pressure. Really nice recovery by Ford Setzer and making the pass to his brother, Lee Setzer. Now they find themselves in great position. Jacksonville Axemen putting a ton of pressure. This left side screaming for the ball. And here it comes. Keith Messer. And that's going to be a try by James Williams. Lots of space opened up on that left side. Jacksonville Axemen able to take advantage. Vajon Marsh, Keith Messer calling for it. Keith Messer able to get that ball, pass it off to Dick James Williams for the try.
No, what do you think? No, I need some input here, some color commentating. No, your thoughts on the game so far? Let's go. Damn right, let's go. Good. You didn't want any PCU out there. Also right. Okay? Okay, what else you got for us?
Mason McCrory Not as tricky as the first try, but a little bit tougher than the second try. Let's see if he can line this one up and put it through for the additional 2. Rugby League, a try worth 4 points. The extra points are worth 2. So a total of 6 points possible. Mace McCrory puts it through. That's going to bring the score up to 16. The Jacksonville Axemen, 0. Tampa Mayhem. Tampa Mayhem. You can see him talking here. This team is no joke. Some serious players on this team. They're going to want to try and get this together, try and control this scoring by the Jacksonville Axemen, put some defensive sets together, get the ball themselves, see if they can't get some points of their own. Kick off to the Axemen. Keith Messer again, takes it well. Off to its, ooh. Big opportunity here for the Tampa Mayhem. Austin Castro drops it, knocks it on. So a knock on Rugby League whenever you go to catch the ball. If you knock that ball forward even a little bit, if you bump it and that ball moves forward, that's going to be a turnover. That's exactly what happened there. So now the Tampa Mayhem, let's see what they got. Jack's Hacks defense going to have to stand strong. Tampa Mayhem is going to give them what they got. Lee Setzer, big tackle, puts him on his back. Moving it. Seone.
Hey, man, what's your name? Walk away from me. Come on. Say something intelligent. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Let's see what the call was there.
Because everyone's got a favorite dinosaur.
It's going to be a try for the Tampa Mayhem. Tampa player runs it up hard. Jacksonville Axemen attempted to hold him up. In Rugby League, whenever you go in to score that try, whenever you go in to score those points, you don't just cross the try zone or the end zone. You actually have to take the ball and place it onto the ground into the try zone with what's called downward pressure. So it's not enough to just get across the line. You actually have to push the ball into the ground. So if an offensive player runs the ball into the try zone, the defense can hold him up and prevent him from putting the ball onto the ground. In that case, no points would be scored, but Seone with the Tampa Mayhem able to put that ball down, score some points, and the conversion is good. It's going to bring us to a score of 16 to the Jacksonville Axemen, 6 to the Tampa Mayhem. Beautiful day for some rugby here in Jacksonville, Florida. Beautiful day for a quick word on Baptist Health. As the most preferred and largest network of physicians' offices in Northeast Florida, Baptist Health was the perfect choice as an official medical partner of the Jacksonville Axemen. Thank you so much, Baptist Health, and thank you so much for all those watching from home. And quick water break here. Brian Benno and I spoke in the first half about the water breaks here in North American Rugby League. Remember, for those international spectators, we are playing our game in the middle of our summer. This is not a winter sport for us. Rugby League is a summer sport. It is about 90 degrees out here in Northeast Florida. These water breaks allow the players a quick rest. That produces more exciting play, more movement of the ball whenever we're actually playing. And y'all, again, thank you again so much for joining us. those just joining us, my name is Brad Shipman, and I'm joined now by Miss Miranda Barnhart.
Hey there, Brad. Hard-fought game between the ladies there. The Axemen and the Tampa Mischief met up head-to-head again. The AxeWomen took the field with a little bit of a vendetta after losing on their home pitch by 2 points. Unfortunately, hard-fought game by the ladies. We did fall a bit short. Very excited to see action here with the Axemen versus the Tampa Mayhem. Brad, good to see the Axemen in the lead, 16-6.
As a homer, always love to see it.
Do know it says 85 degrees, but it feels like 92 to 97 out here. It is quite warm, even though we're pushing 730 on the East Coast.
Jack Axemen here. They those tries that they scored earlier, they scored them at a serious pace. Whenever they the Mayhem committed the penalties that they committed, the Axemen they played hard and they were able to play that ball fast. They caught the Mayhem on the back foot and were able to capitalize. Now they're kicking off to the Mayhem. Let's see if the Mayhem can keep it going after the last try that they scored.
Shout out to Ratify Credit Union. Experience a more vibrant way to bank with the easy-to-use digital banking. Amazing rates and local service that'll inspire you to live the life you love. Ratify Credit Union, make waves. Mason McCrory set to kick. Big boot, nice chase by the Axemen. Vito is there, contesting the ball. Ball goes out of bounds.
A little bit of competition for that kickoff there. Referee talking to his judge, determining who that was out on. Looks like that's going to be Axemen ball. A little bit of friendly chatter here between the two teams.
Justin Bronca with the chatter. He is a very well-known player out there for the Mayhem. He has captained the team quite a few times for the Mayhem. Keith Messer, the Jacksonville Axemen, #1, playing fullback today, about to feed that ball into the scrum. And the game of rugby league scrums go uncontested. Keith Messer, Mason McCrory, Mason to Vito. Vito, long pass out to Miami. Edson playing the ball back to Mason McCrory. Dick James now with the ball. That's James Williams getting about 5 meters gain. He's getting up quick play the ball to Mason McCrory. Looks like the Tano. I believe that was Tano with the carry. He is on the opposite side of the field. Sorry, Lee Setzer with that last carry. Oh, they're very close to the try line. That's Khalil. Big axe forward. Mason McCrory, one of the new rookies. Taking that hit up. Not a rookie to rugby league, rookie to Jacksonville Axemen. Kick by Dave Washington. Kick is up, contested, in the hands of the Axe, out to Vito. Looks like a try from my side. Official calls. That's a try. Jacksonville Axemen.
Beautiful try by the Axemen there. Dave Washington, 5th and last, so the kick is necessary, else the ball's going to be turned over. Is he able to put it up? Dick James gets it, knocks it back to Jason Martin. Jason Martin able to mop it out to Bashan Mars. Bashan Mars gets it in for the try.
Pass from Jason Martin made all the difference in Vito being able to get some hands on that ball and touch that down. Axemen putting on one heck of a performance this afternoon. Sorry, we're pushing into this evening.
Absolutely, and Jason Martin, known, this is his sophomore year for the Axemen. He came on his freshman year last year. Obviously athletic, a defensive and offensive machine, but what we saw there is his improvement as a passer and playmaker. He took his time there, was able to identify the pass and make it effectively and safely. Leads to the try.
Mason McCrory with the conversion attempt. Very tough angle. Where the ball is put into the try zone is where the angle in which the kicker must make the kick between the uprights. Kick is up. Oh.
Conversion's no good. Score remains
Inches away.
6. 15 unofficial minutes left in the first half.
To go in the first half of this rugby league game. Located at the UNF, the University of North Florida campus in Jacksonville, Florida, the home pitch for your Jacksonville Axemen.
Miranda Barnard here, for those unaware. She played a strong game for the women's game. Now she's out here commentating on the men's. Really good matchup between the on that first game between the Jacksonville.
Oh, man, the ladies played a lot of defense. We had quite a few sets awarded off of some mistakes. So the defense that the Jacksonville Axemen played today, really second to none. Khalil with the carry. Khalil looking for a hole, fighting 1, 2, 3 Mayhem to take him to the ground. Working to get him to his back. He is working to get up to play that ball. Sir called, held. Mayhem failed to release. That will be the Axe. Brad taking a hit by the ball out here. Mason taking that ball. Quick tap off his foot to Terrence James. Terrence James getting MVP last year for the Jacksonville Axemen. Out here making some strides.
Oh, sloppy play of the ball there. I talked about that earlier. That motion called to play the ball. You have to do it cleanly and with control, or else it is going to be a turnover. And that's exactly what happened there. That ball came out unclean, a little messy. Tampa Mayhem's ball.
Results in a scrum down, so the Mayhem will be awarded the ball. They will lock and set on that scrum. They don't crouch. Justin Bronca with the carry. Bronca taking it in up the middle. Doing a big forward crash there. Bart Longchamp, your number 9 for the Tampa Mayhem. Longchamp, oh, knock on. Unfortunate. We'll see if the sir agrees with me. He does. He's calling a scrum in the middle. That will be Jacksonville Axemen's ball.
Again, anytime that ball is moved forward, bumped forward off an offensive player, it's called a knock on, and it's going to be a scrum down to the opposing team.
Wilson Dutra Innovation Law, protecting your ideas, one invention and brand at a time. So if that business or side hustle is booming, scan their QR code on the banner to find out more today. Leo with the big carry. Big hit forward, working to stay in bounds. Manages to stay in bounds. He's fighting to get to his front. Mason McCrory feeds it out to the eager hands of that forward waiting. That was one of the Setzer brothers with that last carry. Let's carry another carry for Khalil. McCrory, fast pass. Number 21, big smash. Austin with that big carry. Mason, quick play of the ball to David Washington. David Washington, usually wearing that number 1 jersey, goes to kick the ball. Unfortunate mistake there. Very rarely does Washington make mistakes, so
we'll give him that one.
Just this time.
And he's right back to work off the marker, making a big tackle from marker play.
Mayhem playing the ball. David Washington chasing him down.
Dave Washington, you almost get the sense that he's trying to make up for that kick that he just put in.
Absolutely. He's putting in the work to make up for it and working to get that ball back. Mayhem with a strong carry, working to get him out of bounds, out of bounds. Oh. There's an offload last second. Dean Cox did not call the out of bounds. A little bit of hands from the marker. I think Dean is going to go ahead and call that. He is. High tackle.
So Tampa Mayhem, they're going to kick this ball out. And where that ball goes out, that's where they get the ball. This is going to set them up for some excellent field position. They're going to have a fresh set to work with within the Jacksonville Axemen 50. They're going to be looking to score here.
Axemen are going to answer with some pressure. Their line is set. They are up fast. 3 men committing. Take him down. 2 staying on the mark. We've still got 1 on the ground. Making sure he's not an obstruction. He is back to his feet and falling back in line. Bart Longchamp for your Tampa Mayhem. Feeding that ball out. Decides to keep it. Offloads. Jack Axe on top of that tackle. Oh, Mayhem loses the ball. It is in the hands of the Jacksonville Axemen. The Axeman hooker Mason McCrory feeds it out to his forward, who is fighting hard to stay away from that try line. Jack's Axe. James Williams looking for some space, doesn't find it.
Some hard defense by the Jacksonville Axemen here, and now the Tampa Mayhem are looking to repay the favor. They're going to want to pin the Axemen here as best they can, get the ball back with some good field position.
Waiting for the call for offsides. It's happened twice now. Dean Cox has not made that call. He must have a different angle than I do. David Washington. Terrence James with the carry. Working to stay in bounds.
Here comes the kick for the Axemen.
Oh, and Mason gets it away with a lot of pressure. Got the chase on the Axemen side by Edson. We know him. We love him as Miami. Great chase, Miami. Unfortunately, that ball was out of bounds.
That's right, Miranda. And that means that the Tampa Mayhem are going to get to start with the ball from where the ball was kicked. So excellent field position for the Tampa Mayhem here. Really good scoring opportunity.
Big shout out to Aileen Rachel Photography. Thanks to Aileen Rachel for being the official photographer for the Jacksonville Axemen. You can check her photos out by going to the Jax Axemen website. Mayhem with the ball on the attack.
A lot of pressure here.
Axemen coming up fast.
Sione goes himself.
Shot out of the line.
It's in for the try. Tampa Mayhem.
7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game here in the first half. Sorry, not in the first half of the game, rather. It's going to be very important for Jacksonville to make this kick and control their defense, moving up fast. They're going to kick off to Mayhem. And they need to shut it down so they do not complete their set of 6. Let's see how they go. Shout out to Timeout Sports Bar and Grill. After the game, catch the Axemen and AxeWomen and all their fans at Timeout Sports Bar and Grill located on Beach and Hodges. After the game, hope to see you there. Shake hands with some of your Jacksonville Axemen and women at Timeout Sports Bar and Grill located on Beach Boulevard.
All right, if not,
I'm setting up for the conversion. Conversion is good by Tampa Mayhem Jaden.
And it looks like we have a Jax Axemen player on the sideline being evaluated by the training staff. That looks like Dick James' try score from earlier getting checked out.
There's one heck of a player. He is always hungry for the ball, gets it in his hands and opens those wheels up. He's got speed on his side. We hope that the athletic trainer gives him a thumbs up. Good to go. Some of our fans here today, the high school boys Jacksonville Wolverines team and high school girls Duval Tides out here supporting today. Big shout out, as many of those young folks do utilize that as a pathway to the AxeMen organization. That one by Lee Setzer. Big hits. We've got some favorites on that tackle.
Oh. Penalty committed by Justin Williams there, infringing the Tampa Mayhem players' ability to get up and play the ball. So just like the offensive team, the ball runner, they need to play that ball well and cleanly, but the defensive side has to give them the opportunity to do that. If the defender gets in the way, as just happened there, it's going to be a fresh set of 6.
Hit on Justin Bronca. A little bit of chat. Dean Cox out there getting control of the game.
Couple nice words said between the teams there.
Toughness and passion in order to be a rugby player. Sometimes it's hard to hold back that passion. Dean Cox doing a great job controlling this game.
That's right, Miranda. It is not easy sometimes.
He has the hardest job on the pitch. The sir, we are very appreciative, but it is a hard job out there.
I would have to agree. Sione not looking for that hit from Justin Williams.
Immediately to his front. Looks like he may have injured himself there. I don't know that that dive was intentional.
Looks like it. Made it a little awkward for the tackler and the ball runner. Looks like everyone's okay, though.
We've got Bart Longchamp for the Mayhem at the hooker position, playing that ball out fast to the weak side. Little bit of a mistake there by the Mayhem. That will result in a scrum down, and Jack's Axe taking the ball back. Great pressure from the Axemen on that defense.
Really good pressure at a key moment of the game. There's about 3 minutes left of this half. Axemen 20, Tampa 12. That was a good opportunity for the Tampa Mayhem to put one in before the half. And Jacksonville Axemen able to come up with the stop. They're going to look to get this ball out of their own half the field safely and put the Tampa Mayhem in a position where they're unable to score before the half.
Getting that ball and offloading it very quickly to one of his big forwards, Khalil. Khalil taking it in for the hit up. Quick play of the ball. Markers misaligned. Not called. Justin Williams tries to make a space through the center and is snatched down by Mayhem number 8. Malcolm Webb, the beast, gets double teamed by Tampa Mayhem. It's going to result in a scrum down. I believe that was a knock on by Malcolm Webb.
As we had mentioned earlier, the Jacksonville Axemen there were looking to clear it from their own side, their own end. And this is what happens when you don't. The Tampa Mayhem with the ball here, really good opportunity to score. Fresh set of 6. Let's see what they can do before the half.
He's trying to shoot it up the middle, gets met by David Washington, who is holding him onto the ground so his defensive line can get set. They're back. Bart Longchamp decides to keep it. Oh, last-minute offload. A little bit of foreshadowing there by Keith Messer, long-term legend of the Jacksonville Axemen. They offloaded Justin Bronca. Bronca taken down by Malcolm Webb, assisted by Terrence James. Longchamp playing it out to number 8 again on the Mayhem side. Number 8 playing the ball quick, looking for something over there, very close to the out of bounds. Try-line defense been turned on by the Jacksonville Axemen. Kick is up. Competition Jason Martin comes away with it. He is out of the try zone with that catch. That will be Jack's Axemen's ball. To Terrence James. Woof, met with a big hit by those Tampa defense. Number 8 and number 7 pumped to be out there. Khalil Harris working away through the middle. Tampa's defense really turned it up a notch. Oh, James Williams feeling bad for that. Back in the hands of Keith Messer. Dean is going to call a scrum down on the mistake by Justin Williams.
And the Jacksonville Axemen having trouble getting this ball out from their own end. Tons of pressure. I promise you, these Jacksonville Axemen players are tired right now.
Very tired. 5 seconds left in the first half. There is going to be a discussion in the locker room, no doubt, from head coach Sean Ruckerson, head coach of the Jacksonville Axemen now for many years. He has a strategy. We are not implementing that at the moment.
By Connor there. A few more tries here by Tampa before the half.
Pressure, Jacksonville Axemen, and the halftime is called by Dean Cox. Pretty exciting game so far, Brad. What do you think? The Axemen here in the lead at halftime, 20-12, Tampa.
Very exciting game. Some good football out of both teams. Axemen, again, able to capitalize early on a couple of mistakes by the Mayhem, but the Mayhem coming back strong there and not going down easy. Scored all of the most recent points. We have a halftime score of Axemen 20, Tampa 12. And I think Tampa, they're fired up right now. They were not messing around there. They were trying to score. And I got to say, the Jacksonville Axemen are lucky to come out of that with the holding them out.
Yeah, Brad Shipman here, legend himself. He definitely has made his name very well known on the Jacksonville Axemen squad. I'm honored to be joined by you, Brad, and chatting it up here for the Jacks Axemen game.
Yeah, thank you so much, Miranda. And I want to say thank you myself to Miranda and all of those watching from home. We're happy to have everyone. Those in Jacksonville, if you've been unable to make it out to an in-person game, definitely come out next time we're in town. This is, it's one thing to watch it online. It's a lot of fun, but whenever you can hear the contact, hear the players, hear everything going on, it's a really different experience. Really good time.
Special shout out to one of our legendary sponsors, Hyper Swole. The Axemen like to give a huge thank you to former Axemen legend Matt Thornton and his new performance gym, Hyper Swole, on Atlantic and San Pablo. He and his team have helped make the Axemen stronger and faster than ever. Matt Thornton, you're a legend. We'd like to say thank you to Hyper Swole. Gentlemen, we are back from that halftime break. Jacksonville Axemen kicked off to the Tampa Mayhem.
Great
doing
hit,
some
bro.
raffle tickets here in the stadiums. I'm sure you guys can hear that behind me. Mayhem with the ball charging forward is Justin Bronca. Getting taken down by 2 of the Jacksonville Axemen. Responsible for that tackle, Malcolm Webb and Justin Williams. Quick on the defense. Nice pressure. Oh, he's got some speed. Looks for the offload. Decides to hold on. Offloads it. Last second to the Mayhem. Jacksonville Axemen getting back quick on that line. Bart Longchamp feeding it to, is that Gunner, I believe.
Kick in the air over to Edson. Let's see. Gets it, catches it. One man. All righty. Let's see what the Axemen can do.
2 men on Miami. First set of 6. That makes 1 count.
Over to Lee Stetzer. Takes 3 men to take him down. See what they can go up with.
Jacksonville Axemen trying to get it away from the try zone of Tampa right now. Big charge forward by Terrence Williams.
930-274.
Alrighty.
Malcolm Webb with the carry. Dean Cox calling offsides on Tampa. Mason's going to look to do quick kick.
Good kick.
Edson's going to get it in quick to Mason McCrory. Hooker looking to catch Tampa offsides. Tampa is offsides. Lee Setzer with the carry. Lee with about 20 meters gain there. Mason McCrory looking to play it quick out to David Washington. Washington with hands fakes it to dummies it to James Williams. Sorry, Terrence James. James Williams in the locker room, getting assisted now. Looks to be okay. I am waiting on an update. He did go out in the first half, played one heck of a game. James Williams, while he was in, he made his mark. All right, Jacksonville Axemen with control of the ball. Mason McCrory feeding it out to the weak side to Vito. Vashon Mars, who gets taken, he keeps it inbounds. Great job, Vashon. Vashon is sponsored by the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute.
Oh, never mind.
JOI, Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. A special thanks goes out to Dr. Stephen Crenshaw and Ed Hauser of Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute, the newest members of the Jacksonville Axemen medical team. JOI and Baptist Health are the official medical partners of the Jacksonville Axemen. Dean Cox controlling this game quite well as he's calling a scrum down. You'll see all of the forwards from both sides meeting in the middle, binding and crouching. In this version of rugby league, we do not contest the scrums. The ball rolls through the feet of the forwards, out the back to the hooker. Mason McCrory feeds it off to the waiting hands of Terrence James.
Mason's waiting for the ball here. Picks it up. Who's that with the ball? Oh.
Malcolm Webb. Fighting hard to get in that try zone. He's right there. Absolute beast, Malcolm Webb.
Another pass out to David Washington. Is that it? No. Couldn't tell. Is that a
Dean
try?
Cox making the official call. Jacksonville Axemen try.
Let's go. I think that was a try. Was that Justin Williams?
Your guess is as good as mine. Unfortunately, my angle doesn't tell me much as to who scored that try. That does bring the score to Axemen 24, Tampa 12. Believe it will be Mason McCrory setting for the kick in the same place the ball was touched down in the try zone. Heck of an angle. Mason McCrory's done it before. Let's see if he can do it again. Fans in the stands, we have a full house tonight at the University of North Florida on this beautiful evening. The temperature has dropped about 20 degrees from when the Jacksonville Axewomen played. The guys are now enjoying 79, 80 degrees. Quite the difference from earlier today.
Conversion's good. 26 points to 12.
Mason nails it in.
It's not good.
Should be 26 to 12 now for the Axemen.
Pat, talk about this.
Looks like the official call from Dean Cox was no good on that conversion.
Never mind.
Must have been inches away. Mason McCrory really having to hit some tricky angles here today. He's had his work cut out for him.
Most of the tries have been scored on the outside, so yeah.
Advantage of the edges that are getting left open by the Mayhem. Great fight. Here on the wing for the Mayhem, chasing the ball.
Oh, wow.
Big mistake, not typically made by the Jacksonville Axemen. Comes off his fingers, but it does go backwards. I do believe it went out the back of the try zone after it came off his fingers. Dean is calling Axemen. Axemen's going to kick the ball to Tampa Mayhem. That will be a drop kick. I see Peter Garlando out there for the Mayhem. Peter Garlando also is one of the USARL Rugby League referees. He has reffed many of the games for
What a drop.
the AxeWomen, and we're very appreciative, showing his skill as a player today. Unfortunate mistake by the Tampa Mayhem. It happens. That was a knock-on by Justin Bronca. This will be a scrum down, and Jack's Axe ball.
Scrum down after scrum down after scrum down.
These guys are doing some work. Unlike football, no pads, big hits means a lot of energy that goes into playing the game of rugby league.
Not union, so you can save some energy right here.
Yeah, don't forget to check in on Facebook or even snap a photo and post it. Like us and follow us on Twitter, Instagram,
Edson,
and Snapchat. We've got
right back in, gets past one.
Edson,
another.
John Baptiste with the carry, met by two of the Mayhem players. Markers quick, but they do not get Terrence James down. Terrence James charges forward.
Wow.
For an extra 5 meters on that carry with that charge forward. David Washington. Khalil Harris with the carry.
Shifty.
Khalil doing some shimmy shaking. 3 men, 1, 2, 3, get him down. Quick play of the ball. Mason McCrory. Justin Williams is going to hold on to it this time. And he's going to go straight up the center. It's going to take 2 of the Mayhem to take him down. Number 8, Sione. Unfortunate mistake.
Quick. Get something out of it.
Okay, Dean allowed the advantage to play on because the Mayhem recovered the ball. So in that case, the
great tackle there.
Ball
Driving
is
it back. Wow. Great tackle.
Ball is not brought back for the scrum on that knock on.
I think both teams didn't want another scrum down. They're like, just play on.
Bart Longchamp for the Tampa Mayhem with that carry. Bart Longchamp is also a USARL USA international player. He has just sported the Hawks jersey this past America's North Championship held in Jamaica. Bart Longchamp with an impressive rugby league resume, playing hooker position for the Mayhem. Sends it backwards.
Goes backwards. Can they kick it? Is there a kick in here?
So now they're going to look for a soft spot in the defense of the Jacksonville Axemen. They're not going to find it with Lee Setzer, who stays with that tackle, gets a second assist by Malcolm Webb. Malcolm and David Washington at the marker positions. Kick by number 6.
Can they do anything? Catch it? Oh.
He did knock it backwards. Kick back in. Keith Messer knows what to do. He grabs that ball and is trying to work his way out of the end zone. That will result in a drop kick for Mayhem from Jack's Axe to Mayhem. Okay, goal line dropout is not done off of a tee. Goal line dropout means you drop it to the grass. As it comes up from the bounce, you connect your boot with the ball. Very tricky. Eric, have you tried a drop kick?
Fun, but they're fun to kick, but if you get it wrong, that ball sends like 2 yards. It's the worst thing ever.
I lost Brad Shipman of the Jacksonville Axemen and gained Eric with the Jacksonville Axemen. Eric, what year did you join as an Axe player?
It was last year, actually.
And what was your pathway to get there? Where did you play rugby previously?
With UNF, actually. I heard about it through, I think it was former player Justice. He told me about it. He's like, just go out. I was like, all right. And then, yeah, ever since then, I'm like, I'm stuck.
Eric plays the winger position and is definitely some of the big heart in the Jacksonville Axe family. Appreciate you sitting down and commentating with me, Eric.
I got a good seat. Can't complain.
Finally got some clouds over the sun, giving us a little bit of relief here.
Look at that.
Matt Finnessy with that carry. Wow. I would know that charge for. Matt is an incredible player, also international player for the Hawks. Oh, ball dropped. Knock on.
Oh.
Dean is not calling a scrum. He's calling advantage for the Jack's Axe to continue forward with possession of the ball. Okay. Let's see what he says. Oh, Terrence James. Looks like he's getting some assistance from Mary. Is very hot. Did not see a hit. Might just be a bit of dehydration. He is looking for an assist to get up now. He's on his feet. He's ready to play. I can see he's arguing with Coach Dan Nidswiggy about coming off. He wants to stay on, but probably precaution's sake, he is joining the med staff, making sure he's okay. The Jax are organizing their attack.
28 minutes left. Can Tampa salvage something here?
Score currently 24, Jacksonville Axemen 12, Tampa. Axemen have control of the ball with this being number 2. You do get 6 counts in each set of the game of rugby league.
Try going out. Connor Lavery here with the run.
Third carry out to Connor. Connor, very strong player. I think Connor's pathway was also as a UNF Deadbird. He found his way to the Jacksonville Axemen. We are very grateful to UNF for coaching up some amazing talent.
There's a lot of players from UNF. David Washington, for example.
Previous Deadbird. There's quite a few Deadbirds also on the Mayhem side, believe it or not. And the ball is kicked over Peter Garlando's head. He chases back. He's met by Edson. Edson slips. Fed.
There's David Washington.
David Washington, usually the fullback. He's got 1, 2, 3 axe.
Yep, there it is. David Washington's protesting something.
David is a veteran of the game, a veteran of the Axemen. He did come from rugby background at UNF, as we just mentioned.
Ball sails right past us.
He brings a lot of knowledge to the field, so when he is contesting something, it's usually because he knows the game inside and out. Lots of respect in the Axe family for David Washington. He did receive forward of the match against the Rhinos last week, played a very hard-fought match. Rhinos are located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Forward takes 3.
Long champ to number 11, Mayhem.
Ball stripped.
Malcolm Webb
3 in a tackle.
Comes
That's
up with the
allowed.
ball.
That should still be Tampa ball. You can't take the ball if there's you can't strip the ball if there's multiple in a tackle.
I think Malcolm Webb thought there was only 1 on. I don't think he realized there were 2 on, but you're exactly right.
That's a great kick right there.
If there are more than 1 persons committed to the tackle. You're exactly right, Eric.
Generally, you don't want to try to strip out the ball. You don't know when your teammate's at.
Can't do it. One-on-one tackles, you can strip it, but otherwise. High ball to number 4 on Mayhem. Oh my gosh.
A little high tackle there.
Dean Cox does not call it. I think forward momentum played a role in that.
That was David Harold. Another UNF guy, actually.
Yeah, UNF is not rugby league. It is the code of union. So these guys do have to make a mental switch. Although it is a pathway, it's not a league pathway. It is union, and you make the conversion over to league to join the Axe family. You can see some of these guys have union habits, I would say.
Oh, the ball's dropped.
Ball is dropped. Lost control. Knock on that. Ball should be awarded back via scrum to the Jacksonville Axemen. Yes, Dean Cox agrees with me.
Alrighty.
Shout out to Focus Physical Therapy, Scott Crowley, a member of the Jacksonville Axemen medical team, along with his staff at Focus Physical Therapy. We're able to keep our players performing at such a high level in such a high impact sport. Thank you to Scott Crowley and his team at Focus Physical Therapy.
You got to love seeing the scrums by hitting it. It's the one time you get a break, and then you're right into it again.
Yeah, these uncontested scrums do give him a chance to breathe. Vashon Mars with wheels, getting a jersey tackle there.
He stays in. That's important.
He's laying on top, fighting to get up. Quick play of the ball, hoping to catch some of the Tampa boys offsides. Tampa hustled to get back online. What a great game. Was that about 30 meters by Vashon Mars?
That's coming up clutch right there for your team. Getting them out of the end zone, putting them in deep. Now just complete your set and get your kick in. That's all you can do right now. It's David Harold trying to get up. Finally managed to get up.
Yeah, Mayhem Keels was on that and on that tackle. He has done quite a few back-to-back tackles. Pretty impressed by his performance.
Let's see.
Definitely holding the ball until his players are ready. Keith Messer looking for a hole in the middle, not finding what he was looking for.
Gets up quick, though. That allows.
David Washington with the ball and the boot.
Great kick.
It's
up in the air.
Miami's going to contest. Miami's got some height.
Oh,
it went backwards. Lee Setzer.
Lee Setzer, he has space. Can he go?
Going for the hole.
Lee Setzer with plenty of space.
Lee Setzer. We'll see if Dean calls the try. He sure does. What an incredible play. Hey, joined the Jacksonville Axemen last year. A little fun fact, Lee Setzer has 2 brothers joining him out on the field. They have all been well named with the nicknames Country. There's Little Country, Middle Country, and Big Country. And that was Middle Country that just took it in for the try, taking the score Axemen 28, Tampa 12. What a great thing, Eric, to be sharing the pitch with your brothers. Like, isn't that cool?
That's something. They're going to continue playing next year, too. So it's going to be a long thing.
And they're all so talented.
Oh, yeah. I believe Pat had a chance to join certain colleges as a kicker, and he was also a running back at Christchurch Academy.
And Pat is out here playing touch judge. He is Little Country. He has unfortunately not made the roster today, but that is not anything against his ability for sure. There's just a lot of men fighting for the spots on this Jacksonville Axemen squad.
Righty, Mason McCrory lining up. His little thing. Kicks.
No problem for Mason. Yeah. Good boot. Takes the score 30. Jacksonville Axemen. Tampa 12.
22 minutes. 22 minutes still, so there's still plenty of time, but it doesn't look easy.
Eric, where are you from? How did you get into rugby league?
I found out about just some random old player, and they're like, come out, decided to go out, and it's been fun.
Are you originally from Florida?
No, I moved here when I was 6.
Okay, from whereabouts?
Albania.
Albania, okay.
Yeah, don't sound like it, but yeah, I got here when I was 6, so there's no accent.
Well, we are certainly glad you joined the Axe family. Happy to have you. Caleb has entered the game and got his hands on the ball.
He was able to recover the ball there. Dean Cox let the play go on. Khalil goes into a tackle.
Sharp eyes, hungry for that ball.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he loves that contact.
With the carry. Mayhem working hard to hold him down.
David Harold takes a step, gets past, makes some good yardage.
Holds on to the ball, fights to get to his feet, looking to give Mason McCrory a quick play of the ball, and he does it. Textbook.
Perfect.
Mason McCrory fakes to the right, decides to go left. About a 10-meter gain there. Malcolm Webb, big run.
He's running quick.
So hard to stop.
He's quick and agile. How do you stop that?
Tampa was ready for him. Oh, Tampa's only got one marker. Boot.
Oh. Let's look at the bounce. Alrighty.
Not going to slip this time. Lining up with his other
He's just going side to side. That's
He's not gaining any meters.
That's exactly what you want, is the Axemen seeing someone run side to side.
Yeah, they're doing a great job not ball watching. Mayhem with the ball. Nice low tackle. Mayhem.
He got up quicker. Look at that.
Yeah.
A nice little fake.
James back on the pitch, doing what he does best, bring in the violence. As our buddy from No Flop Nick
Alrighty, Bronco.
likes to say, bring in the violence.
Certainly we'll see that.
On the Axemen side, Khalil Harris and Caleb. Longchamp decides to keep it as the hooker. He says,
Caleb gets a hold of him.
Mason McCrory, a hooker himself, sees what's going on. Great strategy, jumps on top to hold him down. The boot is up.
Get some distance on that.
Messer has some chase.
Bounces a little. All right.
Needs to get out of their end zone.
Can Keith do it again?
He's looking for Edson.
Can he do it again? Can he go down, though? All righty.
The lights are on.
Yeah, perfect.
The temperature is so bearable. These guys are getting a break from the heat. They have done a lot of work as we have 19 minutes unofficially left
All right.
in the game. Vito
Vito's just
staying on his
up.
feet.
Good on him. He was there.
Bart
received the
Longchamp
ball
flops on
earlier.
top of him. You are not allowed to flop.
Good on Vito to hold himself back there.
Marches the Tampa
I know he was not happy about that.
Doesn't like what he saw. Doesn't like it one bit.
Is this a yellow going out? Or is he giving a good stern talking to? Looks like he had just a good stern talking to. Probably has no more chances.
Make sure to check in at the game and keep up with the team by following us on Twitter at Axemen and like all new Facebook page.
What happened there? Axemen penalty. Ball didn't get kicked out of bounds. Tampa killed it, played on. And they are.
Yeah, Mayhem coming in, charging with this attack, working really, really hard. 18 minutes left in the game. They know they need to keep the momentum right now in order to get to that try time, but they are on the 3 count. This will be 4 count.
It's going to be pure violence for the next 19 minutes. We thought the first half may have been bad.
Scrum down. Jack-Sax ball. Looks like there was a mistake made by the Mayhem.
Miles, Peggy Miles. Yeah, you give us away. Miles, down here. Look straight ahead. Miles. Miles, hold on, you might recognize your voice. Miles, run down the track. Keep going. Miles. Miles, your mom was asking for you here. All right. We're going to play some music.
Again, join us at Timeout Sports Bar and Grill after the Axemen game. Come shake hands with your favorite Axemen or Axewomen player. Meet the Tampa Mayhem that have traveled up to play us here on our home pitch. Thank you, Tampa, for traveling and making that game possible for us this evening. We do have unofficially 17 minutes left in the game. Axemen 30, Tampa 12. Taking a quick water break. Rehydrate. We want to prevent cramps. I know I have personally cramped on the field, and it is not pleasant. So we do here in Florida implement water breaks to make sure our athletes stay at their peak performance. Also helping us stay at our peak performance is Hyperswole. The Axemen like to give a huge thank you. Hyperswole is located on Atlantic and San Pablo. High Performance Gym. If you're looking to elevate your game, check out Hyperswole.
All right, so look, here's the update of the pizza raffle. 52 free pizzas. 52. We need around 10 minutes left. Yo! You want to buy? $5, man. You got it? I'm not going to plug it this time. We got more. Don't tell me you can put on your tab, because Chris has it reached a long time ago.
It's like plays underway again. Scrum to the Jack-Sax. Mason feeds it under. Keith Metzler passes it out. Vito with the ball. Gets a little fake. Tries to run in between. Loses the ball. And just chaos ensued.
Scrum down. Dean Cox is calling Mayhem ball. Shout out to Al's Pizza, one of the newer sponsors for the Jacksonville Axemen and AxeWomen. Al's Pizza boasts 4 locations in the Jacksonville area. Thank you to Al's Pizza for the amazing lunches and pizzas. Tonight we are raffling 52 large pizzas worth over $1,000 at our raffle tonight. Thank you, Al's Pizza, for your sponsorship. The Jacksonville Axemen and women. Mayhem on the attack. Number 2 count. Number 16 carrying that ball into contact. Met by 2 Axemen defenders. No longer see Bart Longchamp at the hooker position. We've got number 19 with the Mayhem taking on the hooker role, feeding it out to Sione, number 8. Big hits, offload to the wing. Knock on by Tampa. Unfortunate mistake there as they were at their own try line. Looking pretty defeated as they worked really hard to get there. And when a mistake happens when you're so close, it can be quite defeating, I would say, feeling. Both teams putting in a lot of work this afternoon into the evening here in Jacksonville, where we're looking at a beautiful sunset behind us. Another shout out to our sponsors. Freeland Environmental is a petroleum and hazardous waste site assessment and remediation for private clients in the state of Florida, helping support the growth of rugby in Jacksonville. Thank you, Freeland. Jacksonville Axe with the ball.
Damien.
That's Damien.
Damien. I think that's his first carry of the game, too. Good carry, good play of the ball, everything you want.
Head coach Sean Rufferson put him in.
Oh, Miami finds a free space, but he gets dragged by the jersey. I know he's
going to do a quick play of the ball to David Washington. Washington to Mason McCrory. McCrory looking, back into Lee Setzer.
Lee Setzer.
Oh.
He's ready.
Number 14 on the Mayhem was ready for Lee. That was about a 15-meter gain. Now Malcolm Webb's going to give him 7 more.
I think, is there 4 in that tackle or is there 3? I can't.
3, and they fought to get him to his back. The ultimate goal in tackling in rugby league is to fight that player to their back. Makes it harder for him to get up. Gives a little time for your defense. Kick is up. Edson with the catch.
Can he make a move?
Doing a little shake and bake.
Gets caught, though. Beautiful offload, but what was called there?
I don't know what Dean saw. Oh, offsides by Tampa. That will be the... I don't know what's happening.
I think Miami must have been offsides there.
Peter Garlando ended up with the ball.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there. Oh, that was the set of 6.
Oh, I see.
Turnover. That was the end of 6.
There's David Harold at the tackle.
Malcolm Webb charging up the middle.
Wide. Big
holding
man.
his position.
Oh, my goodness.
Connor Laverly
big man.
getting in front of the body of the ball carrier.
That's all you got to do. Just slow him down. Let your big boys get there. A warrior right there.
Big hit. Mason McCrory, David Harold. I heard the bodies collide from here.
Mason's a veteran. He's taking hits.
Justin Bronca. The kick is up. Miami.
Recovers the ball. Makes 1 miss.
Edson John Baptiste.
Makes
looking
2
for a
miss.
hole. He's going. He's looking to go straight. Looking to go straight. He's made it over to the other line. He's caught up by Bart Longchamps back in the game for the Tampa Mayhem.
It's taking a second. He might be a little gassed there.
Whistle, whistle. Dean Cox is calling.
Or he's hurt.
I'm not sure what he called there. Was that a sloppy play of the ball?
There is some...
Did result in a scrum and Tampa's ball. I can confirm that.
Things are getting chippy, though. I can hear it from here. Players just talking crap back and forth.
That's that passion shining through. I alluded to it earlier. You need heart, passion, and a whole lot of toughness to play this game.
You want to win. You want to win by a lot.
13 minutes left in the ball game.
David Harold.
Big Sione going in through the middle. David Washington putting his body in front of him and getting fended off. 1 marker. That is a mistake. You want to have 2 markers, and those are the 2
Good tackle there.
defenders. Yep.
Stay on top of it. All righty. Look at that.
And Mayhem, they are balling like they want this game. Not quite sure what Dean is calling.
Tap and go. No one was paying attention.
Oh, Malcolm Webb was, and he is holding that ball up.
There it is.
Ball is held up. Dean Cox calls held up. They are doing a try-line defense.
Oh.
Knock on. Tampa Mayhem recovered. Jacksonville Axemen.
Oh, wow.
Great recovery by David Washington.
David,
Your MVP
he
from
pushes someone down.
Last game.
Look at that.
Malcolm Webb holding on to that ball after getting rolled. I do not know how that happened. Absolutely incredible skill. Dean. Oh, offsides. Everybody on Tampa's side was offsides.
Little offload. Another offload.
Stay in bounds is the hope.
Oh, the ball dropped there?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Backwards.
All right, that's what. Yeah, it must have dropped backwards. There.
Is that Ryan Bannerot?
No.
Who is that?
That's Connor.
Connor Laverly.
Yeah, Ryan's actually hurt, so he
Didn't
can't
know
play.
if I saw Mason on the team sheet. Oh, I love it when a prop gets a breakaway. That's Khalil Harris.
And he's on his feet. Quick play of the ball. Half of Tampa's team should be offsides right now.
Justin Williams
Great
taking a
contact.
strong hit up the middle. Needs to work to his front. Mayhem working hard to get back, getting on sides. Marker's doing work.
Great pass, David. Offloads the ball to Lee. Stetzer. He's running. Can he find space?
Lee gaining some meters every time he has had the ball this ball game. He has gained some meters. Quick play of the ball to David Washington.
Yeah.
This young man really has promising future in rugby league. At least that's a great game
pick.
so far.
Same people.
Okay, ball was kicked for touch, but did not go out because... Okay, finally went out.
You're pulling call. Fully set. That means get ready. We're coming at you. Like Cleopatra. Recovered.
A little back heel kick from Tampa lands right back in the Axemen's ball.
Big Justin Williams up the middle for a massive hit up. Good job, Justin, working to get to his feet.
Good play of the ball.
Malcolm looking
Go
for
short
that on
side.
the right. Mason goes weak side. He sees Terrence James, who is just a phenomenal player. Received forward of the match, I think forward of the year last year at the award ceremony. So he has come a long way from his debut.
Axemen still have the ball, I believe. I cannot tell.
They're still in their set of 6.
Yep. They almost lost the ball there.
Getting it out wide to Malcolm Webb, who can usually fight it, and he's staying on his feet.
And now
Dean Cox calls held. They're not releasing.
the Axemen just want to hold on to the ball here and just waste time. They don't want to give up the ball.
Lee's
Stetzer with
getting
the ball.
in.
Can he do anything?
He's getting in
Takes
again.
one man, and
Lee is in
he gets the second
again.
try of the game. Look at him.
This young man fed a perfect ball from David Washington, who was fed a perfect ball from Mason McCrory. Everybody linked up. The cohesion on this team, no doubt, is in its prime.
That might just be the dagger. It was already pretty difficult to come back, but that might have just been the ultimate dagger.
Yeah, you're really, if you're Mayhem right now, you're really doing everything you can to just tell yourself it's a new game. It's a new game. It's 0-0. Every time you get back and catch that kickoff, you are starting over. With 8 minutes and 43 seconds left, you're going to see these boys pull passion from their toes.
Dr. Moore, your favorite dinosaur.
Billy Nelson standing in the middle of the field right now. He is the alongside of David Olch, head coach of the Tampa Mayhem. Billy also sits on the USARL board of directors for the national governing body. We really need to take an opportunity to thank Billy for all of his hard work behind the scenes. Not only is he a coach, but he's a heck of an admin as well. Thank you for everything you do, Billy, to help grow the game of rugby league in the United States.
And Mason McCrory's try, well, conversion was no good. So let's see what Tampa can do here. They need the ball back as quick as possible, so what can they do off here?
Setting to catch that kick. Lee Setzer is setting to catch that kick. David Washington setting to set that kick. Where is it going to go? It's coming off the boot of number 8 from the Mayhem. Decides to kick it short into the arms of Khalil Harris.
That's
Our prop that has just broken away. Unfortunately, he drops the ball. Now the Axemen work to get it back. Looks like offsides, out of bounds. What is Dean Cox calling? Kick out of bounds by the Tampa Mayhem. Dean Cox is calling the point of the spot of where it was kicked out.
Yeah, exactly what Tampa wanted. They get the ball right after. So what can they do with this set of 6? They need to try at the very minimum.
They are hoping they can hold on to the momentum that they've gained here, getting the ball back.
Alrighty, good run up.
Yeah, great hit up. He feeds it to forward Sione. That scrum cap on
Sione
is
is a
just
big man.
comes in like a wrecking ball. He really does. He's a very powerful player.
Alrighty.
New hooker in for Bart Longchamp. So hooker feeds it to Bart Longchamp, who
Good hit,
works to get to his front rather quickly. Bart plays the ball out to
Looks like quick tap and go, and
try awarded Tampa. I don't think the Axe realized what happened there, and Tampa took advantage of a little bit of distraction.
wanted. Is he going to drop kick it to try to save time, or is he waiting for his tee? He drop kicked it and it goes right through. He just needs to save time.
Minutes left, and it is 34 Axemen, 16 Tampa. I'm sorry, 18 with that conversion. 34 Axemen, 18 Tampa. So they've got 5 minutes left. This is exactly what I was saying earlier. There's going to be a new level of passion. As, you know, Eric, you know, you got 5 minutes left. You can do anything for 5 minutes. So they are about to play their peak.
When your game's on the line, everything's on the field. Doesn't matter if you're hurt, you're tired, you leave it on the field.
That's rugby
Otherwise,
league.
it's not worth it.
Toughest sport.
Very much is.
Said it before, I'll say it again.
Hey, now, real question is, does Mason kick it short, or do you just send it deep? Air has some hang time. Alrighty. He runs the ball right about to the 40. Gets tackled.
Look for them to pass it, Miami. They're going to pass it.
Up the middle. Gets about another 10 yards here. Solid run.
The Mayhem working off that momentum. One of the most important things after a score is to
There's
complete
Terrence James.
your set of 6. And that is what they are working hard to do as they're marching towards the try zone. Obviously, they want another try. They want more points on that
breaks.
board.
Oh.
And we've got a runaway prop.
The ball dropped out of his hands.
Drops it out. David Washington is on top of it
Washington.
for the Jacksonville Axemen.
Cold play on. David Washington recovered that.
Yeah, a little bit of a desperate move by the ball carrier. Offload was not successful, which resulted in the Axe getting the ball back. So the Mayhem, having played a lot of defense this game, has to play some more.
The ball back. That's the worst time to play defense. They can just take their time. They don't have to do anything to give it the ball back.
You can tell these athletes on the Mayhem side have conditioned for it. Their strength and conditioning, they are not wincing at these big hits, and they're getting up there.
Mix up there. He was in the way of the player trying to play the ball. They're being good sports about it. I think they were just playing back from where it was.
It's that passion. It's that extra chemical.
There's
that
Terrence
kicks in.
James. I know he loves tackling. I know he loves taking low hit.
Every time he goes in the tackle, he makes this noise, just this.
I've tried to tackle him in Union. It's not fun. He doesn't go down easy.
He brings the strength from deep. And you can tell Keith Messer looking for his shot through the middle and getting met by 2 massive Tampa defenders. Matt Finnessy, and I believe that's Sione alongside of him.
Great kick.
Mason McCrory with
He finds a little gap.
boot.
Oh, it wasn't caught entirely.
No.
Miami's there.
Was it a knock? No? Okay. It was
He's waiting.
backwards.
Okay.
Here, David Washington calling
Miami's
bully.
right
That
there.
is a play that they are implementing as they are very close to their try.
Ball slips
mistakes.
out. They're right there again.
Did go backwards, but in that play of the ball, it must be perfect. That's going to result in a scrum down, and the Axemen are going to take that ball back.
Axemen scrum. That's the last thing you want to hear. Those take time to set up. Surely the Axemen are in no rush to set this up too. And now some subs are happening too.
Trevor. Okay, so there's twins, guys. Terrence James and Trevor
Caleb.
James
Ooh.
are twins, and I am sorry. all of that hard work there for the last good bit was twins brother, Trevor. Big shout out, Trevor. Great game I saw. He's been subbed out. We've got under 2 minutes left. Vishon Mars has the ball in his hand, and he does this dance with his speed. As long as he can hold on to that ball, he always has meters gained for sure.
He had that space there. You could have definitely. I did take it. But in place.
High ball out. David Washington.
In place of Trevor, Caleb Griffith comes on. Let's see if he can get another run up the middle.
Caleb's rookie season. He's hungry. He wants it.
And
that is Terrence James. So they had the twins out there on the field at the same time. Hence my confusion. Both have a similar playing style, which is very, very
getting
hard.
out wide. Look at that
David
speed.
Washington said, I am keeping it. I see an opportunity, but is taken down by Tampa. David Washington, also an international player for the USA, plays for the USA Hawks.
Great. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Khalil Harris, back to his feet.
Was that that could be? And he gets the try. Wow, look at that.
He gets that try. 48 seconds left on the unofficial clock.
Nice
She'll
little.
Take the score to 38.
Now, can Mason McCrory make it 40? Pretty good spot for him, too. He's hit harder shots.
We are in the final seconds of the game, and big shout out goes to Ratify Credit Union. As the new title sponsor of the Jacksonville Axemen, fans can experience a more vibrant way to bank with easy-to-use digital banking, amazing rates, and local service that inspires you to live the life you love. Ratify Credit Union, make waves. Thank you so much for continuing to support the Jacksonville Axemen and women.
Our scoreboard time has gone off. But what does ref say? He calls it. That's game. Jacksonville Axemen win 38-18. What a great game, though.
No. Final score. Mason McCrory's kick was good. It is 40.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he did make his kick. 40-18.
Tampa Mayhem. What a fantastic game here in Jacksonville, Florida, located at the University of North Florida field. Thank you so much, Eric, for joining me. Yeah. I love when owner Drew Slover, general manager of the Jacksonville Axemen, approaches me right after the women's game. I get out of the showers, a little bit tired. That was a full 80 minutes I played. I think they cut us 5-minute shorts. But either way, he's like, hey, you want to commentate?
Oh, wow.
I had the pleasure of commentating with Axemen player Brad Shipman. And now
you love Brad.
What's not to love?
All
right, Eric, thanks for joining me. I'm going to go slap some hands with our Axemen.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you.
Meet us out at Timeout Sports Bar and Grill if you're listening locally. It is located off of Beach Boulevard. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you soon. Next game is next weekend.